So, what do you think of when you hear Leisure Suit Larry? A sleazy man in a white tuxedo? Hot pixelated babes? A game not suited for kids? All of those thoughts are pretty accurate, but what I think of when I hear Leisure Suit Larry is education. Maybe in the midst of all the boobs, butts, and booze, you forgot to listen to the real lessons of this educational game. And now you're thinking, Cress, have you gone cray-cray? How can you seriously mean that Leisure Suit Larry is an educational game? Now, educational can mean different things, so like, no, this game won't teach you like historical facts or make you better at math or science, but this game will teach you something more important than that. Life lessons. Lessons to live by. And let me just show you what I'm actually talking about. But first, just a quick explanation for those who don't know about this game. Leisure Suit Larry is a series of soft porn sex comedy games for adults that follows the protagonist of Larry as he, well, tries really hard to get laid. The first game was released in 1987 by Sierra Online for the MS-DOS and has since spawned 9 sequels and a few remakes. The series is still going strong with the last game released as late as 2020. The MS-DOS games were text adventures where you control Larry with the directional buttons and use text commands to make him do things. I wish I was good at these types of games, as there are so many great text adventures or click and point type of games like Day of the Tentacle, Sam and Max, Grim Fandango, the Monkey Island series, as well as, of course, Leisure Suit Larry. I know they are great games with great stories and amazing humor, but I suck at those types of games, and I hate myself for it. But anyways, now that we are updated about what the game is really about, let me show you what this game actually can teach you. Number 1. The importance of saving money and spending it wisely. You start the game off with a certain amount of money in your wallet, and as the game progresses, you need to spend that money wisely so that you, in a series of events, will achieve your ultimate goal. Of course, in this game, it's getting laid, but the message still stands. At several instances in the game, you need to spend money to progress, as well as you can choose to spend money on like the jukebox to play a sleazy song, you can buy everyone in the bar a round of drinks, or buy yourselves a big mug of beer. You can also give away your wallet to strangers through the entire game, which is not really a good idea. If you end up without any money left, your life crumbles and you end up spending the rest of your life on Skid Row, eating discarded junk food. So the message is, save your money and make good, economical and well thought decisions before spending your money. And also, don't give your wallet to strangers, save your money. Remember, Uncle Scrooge started with just 1 dime, and look at him now. Exactly. Number 2. Stealing is bad. In the game, you can attempt to shoplift or try to run away from the taxi bill, but if you do it, it will be the last thing you do. Now that is an important life lesson. Thou shalt not steal is one of the 10 commandments, so, like, don't. You wouldn't steal a car, would you? Would you steal a handbag? Would you steal a television? Would you steal a movie? Exactly. Number 3. Pooping in public toilets. Have you ever felt a pressure building up in your belly and you just feel the need to go number 2 while you're out in public? Yeah, it's the worst. Well, in this game, if you decide to go through with that, Larry will end up clogging the toilet and the bathroom is filled with toilet water and Larry drowns. Now that's deep. So the lesson to be thought is just don't poop in public toilets. Like, I'm so tired of going to a public toilet, and when I go inside, the whole room just reeks of fresh dookie. And I do my business and I go outside, and there's people waiting in the line, so when the next person goes in, they turn around and look at me like, and I'm like, it wasn't me, goddammit! But does anyone ever believe you? No. No, they don't. Number 4. Wear protection. Larry can decide to do something that I think very few people on this planet would ever do. He have sexual intercourse with a prostitute without a condom. The result? He gets an STD and his pee-pee sets on fire. With no pee-pee left, Larry sees no reason to keep on going and the game is over. STDs is something you should take seriously, and condoms is a viable protection to use to prevent spreading or catching a sexual transmitted disease. If you don't know if your partner is clean or not, then just wear a condom. It's not that hard. Number 5. Left, right, left. When I was a kid, I learned that before crossing the street, I should always look left, then right, then left again before crossing over. A lesson I still have fresh in my memory today, and so far, it's been working out great as I have never been hit by a car before. Larry didn't learn this in school, and the result is fatal. Always stop and look around before crossing the street. Number 6. Don't drink and drive. Now, this is an obvious one, but another lesson that is just as important. Friends don't let other friends drink and drive. Not only are you responsible of you not drinking and driving, but you are equally responsible to make sure your friends are not doing the same, especially when you know they have been drinking. In this case, the cab driver that Larry is driving with sees Larry's holding a bottle of wine, grabs it and guzzles it down. This results in the cab crashing, and that's the end of Larry. To prevent this, you are supposed to give the bottle of wine to a homeless guy in exchange for a knife. Well, damn, I feel you just dodged a bullet on that one as well. Number 7. Beware the back alleys. This shouldn't need a lot of explanation. If you can avoid going through a dark back alley, then do so. Even if it takes a few more minutes to go around, it's worth it, and also, it will contribute to your 10,000 steps a day, so it's a win-win situation. Walk into the wrong part of town and Larry gets his ass whooped. Be careful, people. Number 8. Love and marriage. After getting married to a girl he just met, Larry ends up being tied up to the bed and robbed. If you don't have a knife at this point, you will be tied to the bed till, well, you stop existing. So that could be a life lesson itself. Don't do kinky stuff with people you don't know. But the real life lesson right here is don't marry someone you barely knows. Especially someone who calls you a creep at first sight, but as soon as you give them gifts and show them that you got money, they want to marry you. So the point of this lesson is just marry people you know. And that is 8 life lessons that Leisure Suit Larry can teach you. Like, this game is still really well made and it's super funny and, as we have seen, educational. Until next time, people. Oh, as a bonus lesson, remember to like and subscribe to prevent turning out like Larry. Cheerio!